shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's the prodigy. Clock at 6. And here's James outside. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Now here's Brown. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. The prodigy passes to Wilson. Here's the prodigy. Shoots it up. Almost, but it rolls out.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
The prodigy, and again it's Denver.
I don't think they come much easier than that look.
Suns leading by 12. Outside Wilson. There's the pick. Down low. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13. The pass to Woods. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Champ's got 35 in the game.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team. Watch out below. Get out of his way now.
No way that he was going to slow him down.
Yeah, he was not to be denied on that possession.
Pass to Wilson. To the inside. Here's the prodigy. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Complete domination. What a game for the prodigy. 22 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Nuggets making a change here. Vaughn's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Here's the prodigy, and Clark, they're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't think the clock is a factor right now, at least not yet. I mean, they don't need to change their pace of play. Keep attacking.
I'm not really sure. I think it's be a mistake to let the shot clock get under 10 seconds from here on out.
So it's Phoenix now. The Nuggets getting the bucket.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Pass to Woods. Here's Wood. Unloads from 13. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And it's 37 points for Champ. Pass to the prodigy. There's a good screen. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
Here's the prodigy, and he gets it to go. The prodigy's got 26 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
On the wing, Brown. And there's the pass to the prodigy. 5 on the clock. He kicks to James. It's blocked, but they'll get another chance. And he gets it to go. And that's now 28 points for the prodigy. Here's the prodigy. Pass to Wood. Here's the prodigy. Passes it to Wood from deep three-point range. And James pulls it down. Suns leading by 14. To the left wing. Kicks it to Brown. Pass to the prodigy. And that one is hammered home.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular. And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, guys. I had a chance to find out what Jeff Hornacek was discussing with his players. He said their plan was run their offense through James. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Brown after the Nuggets pick up 2. Here's the screen. Up top, Henderson. And the layup's good off the glass. Henderson's got 32 points in the game.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, just as we expected, they've made the most of their chances at the free throw line. That's definitely been a factor so far.
They set the pick. Brown outside. The pass to the natural. It's Henderson on the wing. Shot from 12. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Henderson's got 16 here in the second half. The Nuggets trail by 16. Pass to Wood. Puts it up from 17, and he cuts that one in. 1:29 left to play in the final quarter. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's the dish to Henderson. Back to Brown. Feeds it to James. Fires the 3. The shot is off. And Denver the other way now.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Phoenix.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Henderson.
Shooting 2.
You have to
Shooting
focus
2.
on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And here is Brown. pass to the natural. Here's the prodigy. It's deflected. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Alexander's checked in for James. The natural comes in for the natural. The prodigy, he's checked in for the natural. And it's P in for Brown. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. P passes to Henderson. Shoots from 8. The shot is off. They set the screen. Here's Jay. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. What a performance through the entire first round. Greg sweeping in 4 games.
And they really had a tremendous series. Watching how well these guys played as a unit has got to be scary for their round 2 matchup.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. And Shaq, I can tell you want to say something. Your comments?
Well, it's a great feeling when you're the guy that helps your team close out a series with that kind of game. You know, the way he had it go, he's got to be feeling very confident going into the conference semis. He left it all on the court tonight. He didn't look too fatigued, though. I'm sure he still has plenty left in his tank, buddy.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this entertaining Round 1 series. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We look forward to seeing you for Round 2 right around the corner.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
A very big Game 5 is upon us here in round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Joining me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Toronto Raptors. For the Raptors, what a great Game 4 as they went on to win in overtime. Plenty of time to recover and get ready for tonight, and they're ready to go. Been a hard-fought series to this point, but you know, with Game 5 on their home floor, they've got to take control. Shaq, let's get you to weigh in first.
If they lose tonight, they're facing the elimination on road in Game 6. Now, as the series progresses, Ernie, the margin for error has got to be smaller and smaller. They really need to concentrate, especially tonight.
Jet?
Well, I'm not a big fan of the phrase must win, but tonight is a must win. Because if you don't, this is a hard-pressed and hard-fought battle. I think it would be tough for either team to get back in the series. So I think tonight's winner has the must win.
Yes, and now we must go to Kevin Harlan.
This is what the playoffs are all about. It's 2-2, and we're in a crucial Game 5 of this first-round Eastern Conference matchup. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got Washington and the Toronto Raptors. Taking a look at Toronto. With the series tied 2 games apiece, a chance here to retake the series lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
No secret here, guys, that in this situation, the winner of Game 5 goes on to win the series the vast majority of the time. So they want to take care of business here and avoid a do-or-die Game 6 in hostile territory.
I really don't like their chances if they can't win this game, but I don't see that happening, Greg. I mean, in an atmosphere like this with these fans behind them, I think they'll grab control of this series.
And now Washington's starting group. We've got the natural. Prodigy is up there with the Prodigy. And there's the Prodigy. And it's the natural in at the 4 spot. And the Wizards with possession after the Raptors pick up 2. There's a good screen. Passes it to the Prodigy. Rebound by the Raptors. They won their last game. That was Thursday night.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
Yeah, they got that second chance by virtue of forcing the overtime, and then things really swung in their favor after that.
So it's the Wizards now. Raptors knocking down the tray. That's good. The Prodigy's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Here's the Prodigy. Shot clock at 5. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I caught up with Coach Randy Whitman. I asked him what he said to his guys in the locker room, and he said, I told them the only way we can lose is if we beat ourselves. There's no way that if we play our game, there will be any other result. Certainly a lot of confidence in that pep talk, gentlemen.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's the prodigy after Toronto at the three-pointer. The prodigy passes to Parks. The quick look, no good that time.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Got that bucket in no time at all. The prodigy's got his first basket of the night.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Good on the shot.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
They set the pick. The prodigy passes to the prodigy. Here's the prodigy. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throw down.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
With the shot, another one falls for Washington. Toronto with the ball. 6-point game. Inside, here's the prodigy, and they're able to recover. Here's the prodigy. The pass to the prodigy. Elbow shot. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. They got him on the arm, but it still can. The Wizards shooting their first free throw tonight.
One shot. One shot.
Raptors leading by 5. The prodigy passes to Parks to the right side. Here's the prodigy. He has 6. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Raptors?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Complete domination. What a game for the prodigy. He's already got 9 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Martin, shot is off. And Washington the other way now. Out to the right wing. Here's the prodigy. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. The prodigy's got 6 points. Out to the right wing. Pass to the prodigy. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's the prodigy, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
let's go to the 2K scoreboard. During the regular season, these point guards were the best rebounders at that position. Take a look at the prodigy. No doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
And, well, rebounding isn't something you really think too much about with point guards, but he places a lot of emphasis on doing whatever it takes to contribute, even on the boards.
Yeah, in addition to the work he does on the perimeter, he's more than willing to get his nose in there and get his hands dirty in getting after rebounds and loose balls. And I think that's why so many folks around the league can't say enough good things about him.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Gilbert, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Wizards trail by 6. The natural to pass to the prodigy. Here's the prodigy. Here's Gilbert. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Can't hit from in close.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Off target with the open look.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Passes it to the prodigy. Outside Martin. Uncovered. That's good on the jump shot. And that's 19 points for the prodigy.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Here's the prodigy. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
Bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
It's been quite a game for the prodigy.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
Making a change here. Newman's checked in. The prodigy, he's checked in for Washington. The pass to the prodigy. Here's the natural. And it falls over the rim and in. The Natural's got 10 points in the game.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
And he gets it to go.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Greg, that's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Here's the Natural. He's got 12. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
And Washington has possession. Trailing by 4. No good from the wing. Here's the prodigy. 21 points in the game, and he gets it to go. 8 points for Martin. Pass to the prodigy. Here's the natural. Passes it to the prodigy. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Prodigy, he's checked in for Toronto. And the Wizards making a change here as well. The Prodigy, he's checked in for the Prodigy.
One shot, Jeff.
.156 left in the first quarter. Here's Newman. Out left to the wing. Here's the Prodigy. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. And again, it's Toronto converting. 1:29 left to play here in the first. Here's Temple. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. That's good.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Newman with the bucket. There's a minute left here in the opening quarter. The pass to the natural. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Oh, man, off to a terrific start. Yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
Boy, giving him a huge lift offensively. He's poised for a big game here.
Here's the Prodigy. Hartz. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Champs checked in for the natural.
One shot.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
To the middle. Here's the Prodigy. Here's the Prodigy. Here's the Prodigy. It's blocked. Over to the left wing. The Prodigy passes to Parks. Baseline J on the way. Second chance shot. And Martin with the lay-in. Good. Martin's got 10.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Raptors lead by 8. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we're back here at Game 5 with more action about to get underway. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
Wizards trail by 8. Newman is out there with the Prodigy. Then there's the Prodigy, and it's the natural, and it's the Prodigy in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Excellent use of the screen that time. Champ's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Washington. Here's Newman, and Champ gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's Newman. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Raptors shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. They set the screen. Knocks it loose. Here's Temple. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Wizards trail by 4. The feed now to Smith. The prodigy passes to Smith. The 3, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
And no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
He used that pick to get in close. The prodigy's got his first bucket in this one. From the line, Temple gets the bucket.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Parks passes to the prodigy. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's the prodigy. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
That's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Washington's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's the prodigy. 5 points in the game. For 3. Temple can't get it to go. Pass to Newman. Inside. And it's blocked. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Temple the pass to the prodigy. Up and in on the layup. The prodigy's got 7.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
You look at the natural, he's been playing really well.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain him.
Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through the natural. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. He also said he wants them going hard to the boards at both ends of the floor, not just the defensive backboards. So, Kevin, changes already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thank you, Doris. So it's the Wizards now after Toronto at the three-point. They set the pick. Temple dishes to Smith. To the middle. Champ the pass to Gilbert. Smith with a wide open look. And it falls over the rim and in. Smith's got the game tied up here for Washington. Shot from free throw range. Newman with the bucket. The Prodigy's got 9. Passes to the Prodigy. Smith outside. Feeds it to Temple. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Toronto's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. The Prodigy launches a 3, and again, Toronto with the triple.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Temple. The pass to the Prodigy. Clock at 6. Releases. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Smith.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
There's the screen. Here's Newman. 9 points in the game so far. Good. That's now 8 points for the Prodigy.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
He's checked in for Washington. There's a good screen. Smith drives in. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Temple. Smith right side. Bangs home the trifecta. Smith's got 12 now in this quarter.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Newman. He's got 9, and that one's good. And it's a 3-point Toronto lead. Pass to the Prodigy. Out to Smith, all alone. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Passes it to the Prodigy. To the inside, tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. The Prodigy, he's checked in for Newman. The Prodigy, he's checked in for Washington.
The Prodigy.
Here's the Prodigy, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. And the Raptors lead by 3.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here is Smith. 14 points for him. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Raptors making a switch here. Martin's checked in.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Smith. The Raptors have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Here's the prodigy, covered by Smith. Parks, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Check out the game for the natural. He's got 11 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
The Raptors have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Toronto's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. The pass to the prodigy. Here's the prodigy, covered by Smith. Misses from close range.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's the prodigy. Makes good on the step-back jumper. The prodigy's got his second basket of the night.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Here's the prodigy. He's got 9. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Throws it up high. Deflects the pass. A baseline J, and the shot is good. The prodigy's got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
The prodigy passes to Parks. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Raptors have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Some changes for Toronto. The prodigy comes in for the prodigy. And it's the prodigy in for the prodigy. And then for Washington, the prodigy comes in for Smith. And it's the prodigy in for the prodigy. Long range from the inbound. Washington with the rebound. The prodigy's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Pass to the prodigy. There's the double team with Martin. Here's the screen. Here's the prodigy. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. The prodigy's got 13 points. Passes it to the prodigy. Martin the screen. Here's the prodigy. And the pass to the prodigy. Here's the prodigy. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Here's the prodigy. He's got 13. Wizards passing it around. It's tipped. Here's the prodigy. Outside Martin. Down low. And he jams it with authority.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
That's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
A prodigy knocks down the 3 ball. The Prodigy's got 24 points.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty, and he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far. Talk about great numbers for the Prodigy. 13 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Raptors leading by 3. Pass to the Prodigy, to the middle. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
I like his composure there under pressure as he was being double-teamed. Terrific pass.
52 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to the Prodigy. Pulls from the top of the key. Good. The Prodigy's got 5 points in the quarter. And the pass to Ali. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to the Prodigy. Puts it up from 15. Rebounded by the Wizards. The Naturals got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's the Prodigy. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. The Prodigy's got 5. The Prodigy passes to Martin. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. And the Raptors lead by 5.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Toronto ahead. They're up by 5. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kev. Coach Casey, you head into halftime with a bit of a cushion here. How do you keep up this intensity for the rest of the game?
Well, maintain the disposition. I think we got to have a tough mental disposition against this team because they're going to keep playing. They know how to play the physical game. We did a good job in that half. We've got to maintain that.
Coach, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, we hope you've enjoyed the first half. I'm Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For the Raptors, they have yet to take control of this series or the game. We know the team that wins Game 5 of a series that's tied 2-2 is often the one to advance, so they need to be at their best in the second half. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
Well, it was a huge first half for their bench, a.k.a. the others. Played pretty good. When you get a boost like this, it always gives a team a lift. And given how well the others are contributing, we'll probably continue to see more minutes for them in the second half. Starters or not, when players are producing, you got to ride them, cowboy.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup. The Prodigy having a great impact in this game.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
Here's the prodigy. So on the floor for Washington, they've got the prodigy, the natural out there with the natural. Then there's the prodigy, and it's the prodigy in at the point. Here's the prodigy. Tries from 16, and that's off the glass and in. The prodigy's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Wizards. Outside, Martin. Again, Toronto.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Passes it to the prodigy. And it's all evened up. The prodigy's got 19 points.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all three of their shot attempts.
There's the pass to the prodigy. Cutting the screen. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. Well, this is a good chance to check out some of the regular season's league leaders. Let's look at this year's top free throw shooting two guards. Take a look at the prodigy, one of the league's best, third in free throw percentage.
You know, he's just the guy you do not want to send to the line. I mean, defenders always have to think twice about initiating contact with him because of that percentage.
And that makes attacking the basket a very appealing option for him. I mean, he doesn't have to live and die by the jump shot. He can drive the lane and dare the defense to come at it.
Too open that time, made it look too easy. 7 points for the prodigy.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist. Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Raptors have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Martin, the pass to the prodigy. Back to Martin. Oh, and that one had the right spit on it, and it is good. Martin's got 16 points.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Got good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them. Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Mark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
It's been quite a game for the prodigy.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through the natural. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. He also asked for a very strong effort on the offensive glass. He wants to see them cashing in on a lot of second chance opportunities. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with two hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Here's the prodigy. He's got 8, and that one's good. Now it's a 6-point Toronto lead.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The baseline J. And Washington again with the bucket.
And they've really come out of halftime with the eye of the tiger. Plenty of fire in their eyes and tremendous focus and intensity.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Martin. 18 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Martin. And both free throws good for Martin.
Kevin, this is a strong free throw shooting team, and they've stayed true to form so far, converting with outstanding accuracy.
Here's the prodigy. 23 points in the game. Here's the prodigy. Good on the triple. The prodigy's got 8 points.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
There's the double team with Martin. Here's the natural. Banked in off the glass. Now just a 1-point Raptor lead.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
Boy, you can actually feel it. It's palpable. The energy level on both sides has really gone up a bunch. A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack. I love the offensive execution on that possession.
Out to the wing. This one for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Gilbert pass to the product. Fires from 14. Here's the natural. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Martin wide open. He fires. Open jump shot off the mark. Here's the prodigy, and he hits it to tie the game up. The prodigy's got 5 points now in the quarter.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
To the middle. It's stolen. Pass to the prodigy. To the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Passes to the prodigy. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. The prodigy's got 11 points. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well. You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Here's the prodigy. Works a big high bounce and goes in. The prodigy's got it all tied up now for the Wizards. There's the pick inside. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grind-it-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
That's good. The Prodigy's got 13 points in the second half.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependent.
Here's Martin. And good as it goes through the hoop. Washington's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. There's the pass to the next. Gilbert. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The steal. In transition, here come the Wizards. Inside runner, and Washington again with the bucket.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
To the inside. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Martin's got 26.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's the Prodigy. 12 points for him. Here's the Prodigy. Rob. Fast break. Here they come. All going up court. They get it again. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. The Prodigy's got 5 now. Offense came from this group during the regular season. Look here at the league's highest scoring shooting guards. You take a look at the Prodigy. 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
And it's his explosiveness that jumps right out at you. I mean, he exploits gaps in the defense better than any player in the league. If there's an opening, he'll find it.
Yeah, and you need that kind of burst from the off-guard position, and boy, does he ever give it to him. I mean, he's a constant threat and a potent weapon.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Temple, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
That's a good shot for him there, but it's kind of puzzling to me that he's not calling for the ball today like he usually does. He has to do more if they're going to pull ahead.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to the Prodigy. Here's Newman. Martin the screen, down low. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Martin's got 30 points. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
Well, 8 lead changes, Kevin, so far as the teams are battling it out here in the third.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And Temple kicks to Smith. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Pass to the Prodigy. Here's the Prodigy, covered by Smith. A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. Here's Temple. A second chance effort, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
What a game we've seen here for Champ. He has 8 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Toronto trailing. It's Martin on the wing. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Smith right side. Pulls it from the elbow. Temple gets the bucket. Temple's got 10 points. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's the prodigy. He has 7.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Smith kicks to Temple. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
And so here's Toronto. It's a 5-point game. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. .29 seconds left to play in the third. And the pass to Gilbert. Here's Champ. The Wizards working the ball around now. Smith outside. To the wing right side. 4 on the clock. Here's the prodigy. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Washington out in front, ending the third quarter with a 13-5 run. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. Prodigy is out there with the prodigy. Then there's the prodigy. Then there's the prodigy. And it's Newman in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. There's a good screen. The prodigy passes to Newman. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Pass to the prodigy. To the paint. It's picked off. Uncovered. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from the prodigy.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question, I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead. Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
The prodigy goes back up. Newman with the bucket. The prodigy's got 4 this quarter.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Here's Temple. To the middle, to the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. Corner shot. Bullseye. Temple's got 11 points here in just the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. The natural comes in for Newman, and it's the prodigy in for the prodigy. The Wizards also changing it up. The prodigy, he's checked in for Smith, and it's the prodigy in for the prodigy. Here's the prodigy. Inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
To the paint, here's Parks. The rim-rattling two-handed James.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Here's the prodigy. Pass to the prodigy. Here's the prodigy. For 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
The natural, he's checked in for Washington. Here's the prodigy, right wing. Parks passes to the prodigy. Toronto working the ball around now. To the middle. Here's the natural. The pass to the prodigy. Here's the prodigy. The prodigy passes to the prodigy. A three-pointer off the mark. Raptors trail by 4. Pass to the prodigy. Good on the 13-footer. The prodigy's got 5 points now this quarter.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening for it, he let it fly.
Passes to the prodigy. To the inside. The prodigy bounces off the pick and hammers it home.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
One shot, gentlemen.
Here's the prodigy. And there's the pass to the prodigy. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Here's the prodigy. Pass to the prodigy. Here's the natural. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
When you're hot, you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for the natural. He's got 21 points and also 3 steals.
And we're seeing him at his very best today. Just really a joy to watch.
Well, I know I'm thoroughly enjoying it because he's amazing when he's on top of his game like this.
Shooting for Toronto, the Prodigy. 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Wizards with possession. The lead is 2. Passes it to the Prodigy. Here's the Prodigy. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
I want everyone here in Canada Center to give it up and cheer on your dance pad.
Here's the natural. Now the pass to the Prodigy. Down low. Dives for it. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through the natural. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Gentlemen, some late-game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Royce. Good.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Toronto's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to the prodigy. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Martin's checked in for the Raptors. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And for the Raptors, they're shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
That's a forceful finish there. The tomahawk one-hand bang.
It just shows you the strength he has.
And you know what? It wasn't as if the defense wasn't engaged on that possession. It's just a matter of his athletic ability being at another level.
Here's the prodigy. Raptors knocking down the tray. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
A very effective crossover move did the trick on that one.
Here's the prodigy. Excellent use of the screen that time. The prodigy's got 10 points in the quarter.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Yes, they have. He's made all 4 of his shots this quarter, Greg. Definitely looking to be a dangerous guy. Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it? You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Inside, the natural. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's the prodigy. Wizards passing it around.
And Kevin, maybe the
come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game. Good ball move. You put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. 43 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Here's the prodigy following the bucket by the Wizards.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
Guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Put your hands together for your
1:52 left in the fourth. To the inside. Here's the natural. Again, the Wizards good for two.
There's been no pressure from his standpoint in the fourth quarter. I mean, he's made 5 of his 6 shots.
Dishes it to Martin. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. And he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Gilbert. Here's the natural. Here's the prodigy. Covered by Martin. The prodigy passes to the natural. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. The natural's got 33 points. We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. That drops. Martin's got 38 points.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
To the paint, here's Gilbert. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Parks.
Talk about clutch. He has been on fire.
He's made all 7 of his field goal attempts, answering the call here in a close game.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
To the inside, Martin buries it, and that shot brings them to within just 1.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
Simply phenomenal, Greg, the effort we've seen from both sides here. You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammates run right into it. Well executed.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Okay.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Connects! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game. And Toronto has possession. Here's the prodigy. Yes!
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
You have the foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Martin, the pass to the product. To tie it up. Oh, off target.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
But you know what? You know, they've come this far. They're not going away now.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads, Greg, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe
right.
just a little bit easier, knowing
goodness.
they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Oh, just gigantic, you're right. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal, got Kenny the Jet Smith. Without further ado, let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded. Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
Without his leadership and his spectacular play tonight, they wouldn't be holding the lead in this series. The bottom line is they are now in the driver's seat, looking very good and going forward, like me and my convertible.
And we are still early in the postseason. There's more round one action of the NBA playoffs coming your way. For Shaq and Kenny the Jet Smith and Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, good night, everybody.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
A very big Game 5 is upon us here in round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Joining me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Philadelphia 76ers at Wells Fargo Center. Taking a look at the 76ers, they couldn't quite pull it off in Game 4. It was a close one. Now looking to battle back here in Game 5. And this is it, an opportunity to just nail down this series. Shaq, when you're on the verge of closing out a team, what is the key to getting that done?
You're facing a team with a high level of desperation. You have to go in with the mindset, Ernie, whatever it takes.
You want to just crush their spirit, Ernie. Crush their spirit. Get on the attack and make them start to lose their confidence. Defense will play a huge role tonight.
The tip coming up shortly. Let's go courtside to Kevin Harlan.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Desperation hangs in the air. One team looking to advance to the next round. The other looking to force a Game 6. What will happen? These are the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. We'll see the Indiana Pacers and Philadelphia. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Now, there is a buzz, guys, in this building right now as they hold a 3-1 game advantage in the series. They want nothing more than to deliver the big win to a very deserving crowd.
We're really in excellent position here to close this thing out tonight. A 3-1 series lead at home, and these fans are definitely pumped up. This is where they expect it to be, and they put themselves in a position. Let's see if they can finish the deal.
I think they probably can. I mean, they did what they needed to do to get back home with a chance to close it out in front of their fans. But even if they can't do it, they'll have to go back on the road for Game 6. And this series takes on a whole new look then.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. We've got the natural. Prodigy is out there at Newman. Then there's Champ, and it's the Prodigy in a point.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, this offense is going to be there for them.
The natural, the pass to Champ. Soft touch off the glass. Champ's got his first points of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Passes it to the natural. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Wide open look, and the shot is good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And the pass to Champ. They set the pick. Here's the Prodigy. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to speak with Frank Vogel for a minute. What they need to do to stay alive in this series is simple. He told me it all comes down to team basketball. He said sometimes they have guys that put it all on themselves to win a game, and that simply can't be the case tonight. Getting everyone involved is the only way they'll get where they need to go. Let's see if it happens, gentlemen.
Thanks again, Doris. The 76ers have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. They set the screen. Stolen. Ball going up court. That one goes. Count it. That's 7 points for Champ.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Here's the Prodigy. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And so here is Indiana. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Here's Clark to the wing right side. The natural, the pass to Clark. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
Wow, what a game for them so far. Very impressive. They haven't missed yet.
Pass to Champ. It's up a three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Thursday's loss was a disappointment.
You know, but they were able to hang in there for most of that game. But at the end, you know, when it matters most, in terms of what I call winning time, they just could not make the plays on either end of the floor.
Yeah, I like that term, winning time. But as you said, they didn't get run over, but just couldn't convert when they needed to in the end.
They now take the lead. 7 points for the natural.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Clark. Another three for Philadelphia.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Here's Champ. He's got 10. The prodigy passes to the natural. That's tipped. Here's the natural. Another three for Philadelphia.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Philadelphia.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Passes it to the natural. Here's the natural. There's the pass to the natural. Another three for Philadelphia.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's the natural. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. That pushes it to double digits.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, a great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
With the break of the action, let's see who are the league's best shooting teams during the regular season. The 76ers in second.
You know, this team had excellent numbers during the regular season, and I would not be surprised to see them heating up here in the postseason as well. They had a nice rhythm going as the regular season came to a close.
That shot wide open. And that's now 6 points for the prodigy.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers, and theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Off target on the 15-footer.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Here's the natural. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. That's good.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
And so here is Indiana. 11-point game. Great open look there. And that's 13 points for Champ.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
That is good.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in a zone.
I think they've got to consider, Greg, throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
The 10-footer. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And he's looked pretty good to start. 6 of 8 now from the field.
Inside, here's the natural, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. They set the pick. Clark, the pass to the natural. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. 4 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Pass to the prodigy. Here's Champ. Count that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
Fantastic start for him here. I mean, that one makes him 7 of 9 from the field now.
And a fast break now for the Pacers. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
That's good.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
There's the pick. To the inside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Timeout for the 76ers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Sixers dancers.
Philadelphia leading by 10. Cortez passes to the natural. To the wing on the left. Kicks it to Clark. The three. Another three for Philadelphia.
And they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Here's Champ. 19 points in the game. Cuts off the pass. Passes it to the natural. Another three for Philadelphia.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart. Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
That is good. And it's now 22 points for the natural.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Here's the natural, following the score by Indiana. For the finish, finishes the break with a slam.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
He had a nice open look right there. 21 points for Champ.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
The natural, the pass to Clark. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the 76ers lead by 15.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense. Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
The Pacers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Some changes for Philadelphia. The natural, he's checked in for the natural. Champ comes in for the natural. And Champ subbed in for the natural. Indiana also making some changes. The natural, he's checked in for the natural. And it's the natural in for Newman. The 76ers leading by 12, and the pass to the natural. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's the natural. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's the natural. He dishes it to Clark. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 3 on the clock. Off target from three-point range. The prodigy. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. 76ers lead by 12. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And we're back here at Game 5 with more action about to get underway. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
This has been a shooting drill thus far.
Warm-up jumpers because there hasn't been much resistance.
Philadelphia leading by 12. The Natural out there with Champ. Then there's the Prodigy. And it's the Natural. And it's Champ in at the 4. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. The Prodigy, the three-pointer is right on target. The Prodigy's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Champ, the pass to the Prodigy. Here's Champ over to the left wing. Pass to the Prodigy. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
So it's Philadelphia now after Indiana gets the 3. Releases. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. To the right side. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from the Prodigy.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
The Prodigy, a strong finish under heavy pressure all over. The Prodigy's got 5 points in the quarter. To the left wing. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
The Prodigy and the Pacers another 3.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Here's Champ. Passes it to Champ. Here's the Prodigy. He has 6. That's good. The Prodigy's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Sixers dancers.
While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that have the most second chance points on the season. The 76ers number 1, the Pacers 4th.
And in the regular season, both these teams made their bones crashing the offensive boards and muscling their way to a lot of second chance points. So this series is going to be fun to watch. Just 2 tough physical teams going head to head.
The Natural, he's checked in for the Natural. In Indiana with the change here, too. The Natural, he's checked in for the Prodigy. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from the Prodigy. To the left wing. Champ, the pass to Champ. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Passes to the Prodigy. To the left side wing. Leaps for it. Picked away. Here's the Prodigy. 8 points for him. Over to the wing. Champ, the pass to Champ. Here's the Natural. 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 8 points for the Natural. Here's the Natural. He's got 7. The pass to the Prodigy. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight. And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
The natural, the pass to the prodigy. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The prodigy passes to Champ. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Here's the natural. The prodigy passes to the natural. To the paint, it's tipped. The natural looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's get a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through the prodigy. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. He also brought up offensive rebounding as something that should be a priority, saying, quote, those are the battles we can and should win. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Thank you, Doris. Here's the prodigy. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Makes it off the glass. The prodigy's got 9 points in the quarter.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Pass to the natural. Here's the prodigy. There's a screen. Off the pick. Kept alive. And it's blocked. Champ, the pass to the natural. Took the opportunity when he saw it. The natural's got 10 points in the game.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's the prodigy. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball. You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's the prodigy. He's got 9. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Pacers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Three-point play.
Pass to the natural. 6 to shoot. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Champ, the pass to the natural. Baseline jumper. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 12 points for the prodigy.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
The Pacers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
One shot. One shot, gentlemen.
What a performance. Just look at the game for the natural. 15 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
Was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw tonight.
One shot. One shot, gentlemen.
Pacers trail by 14. The pass to the Prodigy. To the paint, the Prodigy, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
The 76ers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Clark, he's checked in for the Prodigy. And a change for the Pacers. The Prodigy, he's checked in for the Prodigy.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Pacers trail by 15. Pass to the Prodigy. Passes it to the Natural. Here's the Prodigy. 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Well, no question the players you see listed here. The assist leaders at small forward were some of the best passers in the league outside the point guard position. Take a look at Clark, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
He just sees the entire floor so well. And from the wing, it's that vision that enables him to penetrate and find the open man in a very crowded area.
You know, I don't think anybody does a better job at pulling off the drive and dish more smoothly than him. He's excellent at drawing defenders to him, and then he delivers that room service dime at just the right time.
And so here is Indiana. The 76ers getting the bucket. Here's the Prodigy. Here's the Natural. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his 4th personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
The Natural. Taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen. 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
The Natural, he's checked in for Philadelphia. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Philadelphia leading by 15. Here's the Natural. He's got 15. The pass to the Natural. Here's Champ. Pulls up. Again, Philadelphia.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Pass to the Natural. Off target from outside.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
That's good.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Here's the Natural. to Clark. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor. Here's the prodigy, and again it's Indiana.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
It's tipped. The natural, the pass to Clark. Passes it to the natural. Here's the natural. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Been a big game for the natural. 15 points, and he's pickpocketed the ball 5 times. He's been tough on the inside and displayed great vision with his passing, too.
You know what? He is the total package today, giving them a little bit of everything.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Philadelphia. The natural comes in for Champ, and it's the natural in for the natural. Indiana also making some changes. Newman's checked in for the natural. Champ comes in for the prodigy, and it's the prodigy in for the natural. And so he hits both. We've got 1:18 left in the first half of the game. And the pass to the prodigy. Here's the prodigy. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
And that one's good.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low. And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's the natural. 22 points for him. Right through the knee for the layup. The natural's got 24 points.
Oh, nice, strong drive there. If that's who's going to be guarding him, then he's got some weight to throw around. And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And we've reached halftime in this one. 76ers on top. They lead by 9. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And in this completely jam-packed arena, we are glad to have you with us. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Taking a look at the 76ers. This game has taken a similar direction as the previous 4 in the series, where they've clearly been the better team the majority of the time. And now they're this close to clinching it here in Game 5. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
Some great work from them with the 3 ball. They came in with the idea that they can attack this D from long range. They were rotating the ball on the perimeter and letting it fly. And they got a good look. It's a strategy that paid off with a barrage of threes. That's my barrage sound, Ernie.
Kenny, what did you think about Indiana?
One problem is that they didn't show enough aggressiveness on the boards. When you start losing a game, that's when you're supposed to tighten up and toughen up. Your pride has to be challenged, and you need to rise to the occasion. They've got to be more aggressive as a team, and that will cut into the lead.
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup. What can you say? The natural and impressive effort here today.
And everything magnified in a game of this magnitude. The microscope clearly on their go-to guy. and he came up huge in that first half.
That's what he's known for. Does not shy away from the marquee. His ability to raise his game according to the situation is what separates him.
The 76ers leading by 9. Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. Newman is out there with the Prodigy. Then there's the Prodigy. Then there's Champ. And it's the Natural in at the 5 spot. Here's Clark.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throw.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Down low, here's the Natural. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 6 points for the Natural.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them. 3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Here's the Natural, following the score by Indiana. The shot will not go.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
And he gets it to go. And it's 7 points for the Prodigy.
Boy, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4. Boy, he's just angling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush. And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Now let's go to the 2K scoreboard. During the regular season, these point guards were the best rebounders at that position. Take a look at the Prodigy, one of the game's best, second in the league. And, of course, the Natural. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to the Natural. Feeds it to Clark. Passes to the Natural. Another steal. Here's the Prodigy. 17 points in the game.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
You look at the Natural, he's been playing really well.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The pass to Newman. Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by the 76ers. The Natural's got his 4th rebound in this one. The Natural, the pass to Champ. Here's the Prodigy. Down low. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Cortez, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Cortez taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
The Prodigy passes to the Prodigy. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. There's the dish to Clark. Here's the Natural, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Pass to Champ. There's the pick. Indiana moving it around. Passes it to the Prodigy. Just 4 to shoot. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And here are the Pacers now. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Looking to end the run. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from the Prodigy.
And that's just showing off right there. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And here are the 76ers now. Following the score by Indiana. Really left alone that time. 20 points for Champ.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter. I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
A 3-ball. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Here's Champ. He's got 24. Here's Newman. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. The Prodigy's got his second bucket. Here's the Natural. He's got 24. Here's the Natural. It's hauled in by Newman. Here's the Natural. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. The Natural's got 12 points in just the second half. Here's the Natural, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining.
That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 20 assists. Here's the Natural. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Even double team. He had the vision to see the open man.
Inside, here's the natural. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Good. And that's now 11 points for the Prodigy.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
From 11 feet away, again, Philadelphia. Pacers trail by 12. To the middle, here's Champ, and he dunks it down.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now the pass to the natural. That is good. The natural's got 16 here in the second half.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Pacers trail by 12. Pass to the Prodigy. Shoots from the baseline, and it's good off the back rim and in. The Prodigy's got 13.
That's exactly what they wanted to do. I mean, you'd like to see that every time down the floor.
And that one's good. And that's 18 points for the natural.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim. Almost intimidating defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
The natural. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff.
Guys, some pride bubbling up right there. He wasn't about to be outshone. Whoa, whoa, that'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
1:27 left to play here in the third. Pass to Newman. Here's the Prodigy, and the Pacers tack on two more. The 76ers leading by 10. Here's the natural, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. The natural, he's checked in for the natural. Champ comes in for the natural. The Prodigy, he's checked in for Champ. And Champ subbed in for the natural. Here's the Prodigy. 19 points in the game. There's the pass to the Prodigy. Here's the Prodigy. The Prodigy passes to the Prodigy. Here's the Prodigy. The three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers leading by 13. Out left to the wing. Pass to the natural. Off with the layup.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the paint. Stolen. Here's the natural. 28 points for him. To the inside. Intercepted. Here's the prodigy, and the natural's going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from the prodigy. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? 76ers lead by 8. And we'll be back with you right after this. And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Prodigy is out there with Champ. Then there's Champ. Then it's the natural. And it's the natural in at the 5, roaming the paint. There's a screen. Passes it to Champ. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Puts up a 3. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Yeah, gutsy shot to come right back at him with a 3 of his own.
Well, we've seen it before. He doesn't have any problem trading shots with anybody.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
The pass to the natural. Here's the natural. Just 5 on the clock. From the baseline. Here's Champ. It's tipped. Here's the natural. And finally they hit one.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
The 76ers leading by 8. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. No one covering. That's 12 points for Champ. Pass to the natural. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. The natural is checked in for Champ. Champ comes in for the prodigy. And it's the natural in for the natural. Then for the Pacers, the prodigy comes in for the prodigy. And Champ subbed in for the prodigy. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Passes it to Champ. They set the pick. Launches it. No luck.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Now the feed to Clark. Now the pass to Champ. Here's the natural. He kicks it to Clark. To the wing on the left. Cortez passes to the natural. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent player.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire. No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
Pass to the prodigy. Here's the natural, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for the natural. 10 points. He's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
And they've been important to the team. Even if it's only a couple, it's helped them establish a defensive presence inside.
The natural, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And the Pacers also making a change. Newman's checked in, and he gets it to go.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Fires it up, and that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 25 points. To the paint, tipped away. Here's the natural. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
The natural, he's checked in for the Pacers. Here's Newman. Drains it from 17 feet out. The Prodigy's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
That's a good shot for him there, but it's kind of puzzling to me that he's not calling for the ball today like he usually does. He has to do more if they're going to pull ahead.
Shot's good. 14 points for the natural.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
Passes it to the natural. Here's the natural. The Pacers pull it in. The Prodigy's got his third rebound on the night. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Picked his pocket. And here we go. Here's Champ. Can't get it to go. And Philadelphia the other way now. Cortez passes to Clark. Here's the natural. Philadelphia moving the ball around. The pass to the natural. Shot clock at 5. Dishes it to Clark. Here's the natural. The 76ers again can't hit it.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had. He went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Here's the Prodigy. Pass to Champ. Here's Newman. Here's the Prodigy. Newman with the bucket. And it's a 3-point Pacer lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Shot clock at 6. Cortez. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shields the defender up.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
The Prodigy passes to the natural. And the shot is good. The Natural's got 48.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. The Natural, he's checked in for the Natural.
And that's such solid fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up a dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Clark, the pass to the Natural. Here's the Natural. Passes to Cortez. Here's the Natural. Offline from the high post. Pacers leading by 3. There's the pass to the Prodigy. And the Pacers another 3.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in it.
Here's the Natural. He feeds it to Clark. Pass to Cortez. Kicks to Clark. Fires the 3. Pacers with the rebound.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. There's been a change in this game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Here's the Natural. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. The Natural's got 32 points. Indiana's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Over to the wing. Here's Champ, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's the Natural. Passes it to Cortez. And there's the pass to Newman. Here's the Natural. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And it's an 11-point Pacer lead.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
To the middle. Here's Champ. And again, it's Indiana.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
The Natural, the pass to the Natural. Good on the shot. The Natural's got 28.
Well, he's done his part. No doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
Pass to the Prodigy. Here's Champ. The Prodigy passes to the Prodigy. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And that one's good. The Prodigy's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pacers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passing. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And guys, that's just about going to do it here for Game 5. Always pivotal. And now we look ahead to a critical Game 6, but a huge win tonight for Indiana.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for the Prodigy. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Talk about a terrific game for the Natural. He has 35 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on them.
Yeah, and Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points. Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow. And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Indiana moving the ball around. The Natural, the pass to the Prodigy. Shoots from the line. Passes it to Champ. They set the screen. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
The Prodigy. Shooting 1.
And the technical free throw is good.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Out to the right wing. The natural, the pass to the prodigy. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. People were writing their obituary before this game, but this win casts the series in a whole new light now, Greg.
And listen, they still got to win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan player of the game?
He was an artist with the basketball tonight, guys. Just a ridiculous amount of assists for him in this game. The way he moved the ball around the court, making sure everyone had their hand in the offense, was superb.
And that will wrap up this round one broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith,